Once again, hey.
Good morning. And even though the rain has stopped in North Carolina, the flooding will remain an issue, mostly the river flooding. And we do still have several rivers in major flood stage. And if we look at just when they'll go below flood stage, it's incredible to see that, like the Neuse River in Kingston, will not go below flood level through the weekend. Perhaps going into next week, it will come down a bit. The Cape Fear River at Fayetteville, also well above flood stage, but it should finally go below flood stage on Saturday. So we are still going to see flooding remain an issue in that area. We also have the possibility of some flooding back through parts of the upper Midwest today, through Wisconsin and back into Iowa. We will see a risk of stronger storms. Isolated tornadoes are possible as well. And then tomorrow, that cold front will bring that threat into the Northeast. And we could see, again, up to about 3 to 4 inches of rain in parts of the upper Midwest, and that could lead to some brief flooding. That's a look at the weather across the country. We'll get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds.
For Al this week. Hi, Dylan.
Good morning again, guys. And we are going to see very warm temperatures move through the middle of the country, and not just the heat, but the humidity. When you factor that in, it is going to feel like it's up around 100 degrees in St. Louis, for example. Kansas City with the humidity will feel like 99. Little Rock, Arkansas with a high of 95. It'll feel like 103 degrees. But look at back behind this system. Minneapolis will only hit 68 degrees today. Pierre, South Dakota, 64 on Thursday, as Chicago will feel like 95 degrees. The heat will start to build into parts of the East Coast on Friday. Raleigh should hit 85 degrees. Same for Columbus, but Green Bay drops to 66 by Friday. And it's all with this frontal system that will produce some heavier pockets of rain and some thunderstorms today. Monsoonal moisture also starting to build in the southwest. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. That's your latest forecast.
All right, Del, thank you so much. Just ahead.
That's your latest forecast.
All right, Dylan, thank you. As you may have heard, also teamed up with your girl crush, Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
And that's a lot of girl power in a room.
It is. You know how you and I just clicked,
Yeah.
like when we first met? Drew and I had the same experience. She's such a great role model for women. I really love her, and she was the perfect person to collaborate with on a very special and personal.
Friend Isabella. Let me see. She's over here. First, look who's here. Jesse Paul. Jesse's in the house.
It's way better than it sounds. I promise. It's like
You can hide anything in chili.
lean source of protein. You can really mask the flavors too. And her husband.
Jesse, thanks.
I'm gonna swoop out of here.
Okay. There he goes.
Well done.
You can catch him swooping in on season 2 of Daily Mail TV. Airs now. Check your local listing.
All right, Dylan, you got a check of the weather?
Well, this is beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It's a perfect day.
Makes perfect sense. Ingrid Patel-Lee, you're right.
One of the things I often suggest people do is to keep a joy journal. So actually talk about the things that bring you joy. Notice when you feel yourself smile or laugh.
What
because
was that?
Joy is this hardwired thing that we've evolved to sort of help us thrive, and yet sometimes we...
It's a good time to us on this Wednesday morning.
Cookies and cupcakes work
Yeah.
well.
Thanks for
Nice
listening.
ad.
Yeah, sugar also.
Thank
Those
you.
real?
And for more advice and our full video on how we embrace happiness, head to today.com. It's a fascinating conversation. We want to continue it.
All right. Oh, Megan, we have you here. What's coming up?
You want to
next
know
hour?
what makes me joyful?
Yeah.
Nellie Olson.
Oh,
wow.
She's coming on the show today.
Oh my gosh.
Allison Arngrim. Who didn't? Yes, of course.
But
you
Nellie
love to
was
hate
always
her.
she was like
Yes.
the bully on the Little House.
And now she's been bullied her entire life because of that.
That's awful.
Right, but she's a joyful person, and she's got a great story to tell. All sorts of behind-the-scenes stories about Pa Ingalls, Michael Landon, Laura Ingalls Wilder. Did they actually get along in real life, or didn't they? Melissa Sue Anderson, who played Mary.
Yes, Mary.
Interesting story there. All right, we're going to talk about it.
tease.
And
That's
then
a
Savannah
tease.
start helping us kick it off.
I might just have to stay for Little House. I loved that.
Let's do it together.
You're talking about all my people right there. Megan, thank you so much. Just ahead, something else that brings us all